Hi, welcome to my channel about embedded systems, fischertechnik and robotics. This video is focused on my driving robot Discovery, made of fischertechnik and based on the TXT controller running embedded Linux and programmed in Python, equipped with 2 front sensors, actually 3 because there is also active sonar, USB camera and 2 battery packs. Oh, and an LED right here to show any change in direction. Last time I was I did encounter a problem with driving, which is still not exactly solved. When I look in the test suite of RoboPro, it turns out that the maximum speed is 512, so it is no use to increase the speed over that number. At the same time, using that test suite, I can make the robot drive. On the other hand, when I set the speed in Python to 512, it seemingly doesn't do anything and seems to slip. Why is that? I don't know. I intend to find out. So let me power up and see whatever I can get this time. And by the way, this is a measurement tape currently set to 60 centimeter, as it is the distance to the objects for grabbing images with this camera using OpenCV. Anyway, let me change to screencast so I can show everything, including code. So the screencast with, of course, 2 terminals, one for the code and one for the output. One terminal on the laptop itself to be able to show the images, and this is a command for ImageMagick to actually show the images, which means that these 2 are actually terminals to the controller, this controller. Then RoboPro, which is now connected also to the controller, but to show battery voltage, for instance. This one is not enabled at the moment. 512 and 512. Okay, so now the question is, how does it behave? Putting it to 512 and quick. Oh, that's not much. Aha, that's why. So 512 here. Yep, okay. So that's one thing. That's the right side motor. For left side motor then. Yep. Okay. So that is working. This is proof that 512 is a working speed. So let me put it right here. Put it in right writing order. And examine the code. So I have to search for 512. Yet another one. Set speed is commented out, and here is 600. So that is not going to work out. This means, and for the walking robot, different project of course, goes the same thing. So I have to disable this. Okay, next. This is correct. This is correct. And there's no more, I think. Okay. Right. This means with this check done, I can go. Very clearly this is not working out once again. So my idea is to change the algorithm a little bit and not to make images. So I'm going to camera everything which needs a camera. So camera action is calling actually the whole thing of this, the camera action. And I'm going to comment things out because I want to know what it does without all those images. And those were a lot of moments that the camera is being activated, and actually I realized that those calls can be much more specific. Not just numbers, but distances as well. Although I think I did that pretty nicely, but you can't be too sure. Anyway, now the camera won't be active anymore. So I'm just going to run the whole thing. And maybe without the copying, I think without the copying. That's not what I want. Oh, let me do this as well. Camera connected, but no kidding. Distance is not defined. But it does drive. So there's something wrong with the camera unit, with the camera program, camera activation. Now making sure that this is fine, and then try again. Needless to say that this was a terrific run. Everything that I could have hoped for. It runs, and yeah, although the speed up part was soundless, I did hear all the sounds that I programmed in. Even the turning action, which it clearly has performed, depending on the touching of the front sensor, was performed perfectly. This leads to the conclusion that there's something definitely wrong with the interaction with the camera, because without the camera it performs as it should, as I intend to, even with the batteries at maximum 512. So what is the cause of that? I need to find out, because I want the camera to interact with the objects. That's clear. So yeah, there's something to do, something to find out. So what is needed to do is now clarify for myself in the log file which camera call is for which distance, and find out why things go the way they do go, because without that knowledge I'm nowhere. So let's head up to camera, and then until we get to the top again. Yes, continuing at the top, that's fair, that's great. Not in here. Not in here either. But let's say here, because here it is camera action 0, and which is for what actually? Everything 0, no contact. And sonar distance smaller than 10. So that's a very close encounter actually. So I should make this right and then say okay, meaning no contact, sonar smaller than 10. This is again camera 0, but I don't want that. This is 1, which is what exactly? And sonar distance, what? Over 30. And over 30, that's a very nice one. Because over 30 is only, yeah, you can see that is only here. This is over 30. And I've added over 35, 40 and 45. So actually over 30 covers all. So let me widen this a bit. Over 30. So I can actually throw everything else away. Because slowing down means from here slowing down. From here it's slowing down. Until here full speed. So that's a big difference. Something like that is called code blindness, I think. But I have to check and change. Okay, so some more analysis. In this part of the code it says if the states are 0, the contact states, and sonar distance is larger than 30. This part of the code is previous to all the other distances. Which means that the other distance parts will not be executed. That also means that I had to correct the speed that is right here, because this was still at 600. I also have to still correct this one. So what does action mean? Well, action actually means no contact larger than 30. Am I still correct with this? Yes. No contact, distance larger than 30. Okay, so let's see what this does and if it actually solves the problem. So what this actually does show is a weird problem, that it doesn't care for everything over 30. It is doing something with sonar smaller than 30, smaller than 10, which means here. This is 10 and this is smaller than 10. It doesn't even go over 30, while it starts over 30. So that's a weird thing. Here also smaller than 10, and that's the end of it. Granted, here I made some mistakes, but Y is no, not here. Wrong window. This one. Smaller than 30. Pattern not found. Okay. Anyway, something is not working out. Although when the camera is deactivated, it works out clearly because it drives, but the rest is not working out, and I'm afraid that's something for a different time. Well, not quite different time, because now I notice here camera action 1, no contact, distance over 30, which is on screen, but it's not in the file. So that's a bit weird, very weird actually. Unless, let me find, no, I need action. Okay, so it is printed. It's not activated. It's commented out. And it's actually going to the data file. Well, here it is. It's not going into the data file, that's the point. It's only printed to the screen. So I need all of this, or maybe not. Let me just do it quickly. Alright, so now it is being written to the data file, and just make something neat. New line, and that should work out. So it is there, just not in the data file. And next time it should be, because this was weird. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, click the bell for notification, and leave a comment or suggestion please. You can also support by becoming a patron for as little as €2 or $2 a month, or donate via either PayPal or Ko-fi. This is obviously going to be continued. For more information about other fischertechnik and embedded projects, please check my website, which is listed under this video. And hope to see you next time. So for now, have a great day, take care, stay safe, bye.